right, so this is where we left off in part 3, and now we're going to be focusing on part 4 of 3.1, which is still looking at the graph, and we're just going to add some more information of key features. So, where is the graph negative? Okay, so we're first going to look where it's negative. So, when it's talking about negative, we are looking for when is it below, when is y or h of x below this axis. So that's what we're looking for. When is it below? So when is it under? So this is the only part right here. And so our interval in this case would be from the lowest x value, so negative infinity, to where it stops, which is here, and it's the x value, so that negative 2.412. So that's where it is negative, and then we're going to look for any other spots. So it was this one here that we just wrote, and then it's kind of hard to tell, but this one right here is also. So we're going to start from this point right here, which is this one, and then we go to this one, which is, whoops, see? I told you on the last slide that it's kind of tricky. They're opposite. It's kind of weird. But this one is that point there. So it's negative also at negative 0.131 to negative 0.427. Okay, so that's where it's negative. I'm going to go ahead and erase all this so that we can see a blank graph each time we're looking at something new. So again, negative is when it's below the x-axis, okay? Oops. So now let's look for where it's positive. So again, we are still looking at the x-axis here, but now we're looking for where it's above that x-axis. So we have all of the pieces of this graph except for where we had just said it's negative. So now we're just going to cover from this part here all the way to that point, which that would be from negative 2.412 all the way to this point here, so negative 0.131. So a good thing to notice is that we literally are just representing the entire graph right now. So this piece right here was this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and label it. So this piece 1 was this interval right here. And then from here all the way to here was 2, which we just wrote here. Then this little piece underneath was our 3. And then the last part we have is from that point where it stopped underneath to here. And this is our 4th part of our graph. So we took our graph and separated it into 4 pieces. And so now this goes from where we ended here, negative 0.427, all the way to positive infinity. So that's where each piece represents each part of the graph. So these two, 1 and 3, were our negative pieces of the graph. And then these 2 pieces were our positive part of the graph. Okay, so again, I'm going to erase everything off this graph so that we can now look at the next part. It gets pretty busy with everything on there, so let's take a look here. So increasing now, where does the graph increase? So this is different than what we were doing above. So now we're looking at where is it increasing? So where is the line going up when you look at it left to right? Okay, I'm going to use a pen for that. So looking left to right, where's the graph increasing? Going up. So from left to right, where is it increasing? So if I follow my line, I am going up. right now. So this is all increasing. I'm still going up. I'm still going up. And then I start to go down. So it's just this piece right here. So let's write that. So we started down here, which is negative infinity. And we went to negative 1.828. Again, we're looking at x values. X values. Okay. Now, let's keep going. So this we said is decreasing, or excuse me, it's starting to go down. So we don't want that. So we're just going to hover over it, but we're going down, 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 down. Oh, now we got another where we're starting to go up, 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 up. So let's represent that part. It starts here, this point right here, which is this point right here. So that's the x value. And so we start at negative 0.279 and we go up all the way to positive infinity. It keeps going up. So now let's look at where it's decreasing. So what does decreasing mean? That means when you look left to right on your graph that you're going down. So let's look here. We said this was going up, 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 and now down, 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 all the way to that point and up, up, up. So let's write that representation. So from this point to this point. So from negative 1.828 to negative 0.279. So again, one thing to notice is we looked at increasing. If you look at it, we stopped here and then decreasing starts there, and where it ends at decreasing, it starts increasing again. So just a couple things to notice there. So increasing and decreasing, you're looking at the slope. So these two, you're looking at slope. I'm going to write it up here. Increasing / decreasing, you're looking at the slope. Negative / positive, you're looking at the x-axis. Okay. Now let's find those relative maximum and minimums and the absolute maximum and minimum if there are any. So let's see, we've done all of these colors, so let's pick a different color. Let's look at pink for relative maximum. So let's find the maximums. So here's a max right here. So it would be this point here. And then it goes up forever. So our relative maximum would be that point right there that we just highlighted. So negative 1.828, comma 22.457. Okay, let's look for a relative minimum now. So let's see, what colors have we not done? We haven't done orange yet. So relative minimum, this one goes on forever down below. This one is a small point, a low point. And again, that was this point here. And that seems to be all of them. So let's rate that one. Negative 0.279. Comma negative 0.391. Okay, so that's our relative minimum. Again, we are just looking for a point where, for the max, where it's increasing and then decreasing. And then for minimum, decreasing to increasing. And then the absolute min and max points are where the actual highest point is, or the lowest point. So if we look here, where's the absolute lowest point? Well, it goes on forever down. So there's no real lowest point. And the same thing goes for going up. So there aren't any this time. So not applicable in this one because it goes down forever and up forever. All right, so that's the end of 3.1. Again, 3.1 is the hardest section for topic 3, so please bear with all of these videos. I know that there was a lot for one section, But again, I did it so that it was broken into smaller chunks for you to be able to focus on each one individually. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me on these or to message me in class about these. So I look forward to doing our project on this, though. I really enjoyed the project that we'll be doing for topic 3. And I look forward to seeing all of you and what you do for this chapter. Thanks for watching.